Is it on now? Oh, there we go. All right, now we fixed it. Ready? All right, so it's about 5 seconds of video delay. That's funny. Anyways, cool. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. What's up, streamers? What's up, YouTube? Did you guys miss me? I didn't miss you at all. You know, you guys are just kidding. I love you, my empty audience. Just a schizophrenic in this basement. Okay, so we're talking about making a guessing game. You know what? First, that's kind of boring, right? I need you to get a beverage, right? And hold it as high as you can and say cheers. Bonk. Ah, delicious. Now, I got something to show you. I don't know if you'll like it, but I like it. And this is my show. Hey, feet pics cost money, alright? Don't ask. Because you can't afford them. Do you know what this is? Do you even know? Well, where'd you buy that? The internet. This is my ThinkPad, my new playground. You know what I'm saying? There. I'll get it going for you. Show you a little H-tap magic. You know what I'm saying? Don't be dead. Maybe it's just thinking. We hope it's thinking. Yeah, it might be dead. Crap. Well, anyways, here, let's do some. Here we go. Ready? Magic. I hit this light. Oh, boosh. There we go. Look at this greasy ThinkPad. It's not too greasy, but there it is in all its beauty. Let's move it back. Womp womp. There, we got a ThinkPad. What do you about think about that? It's pretty thin. The model is going to be like a T is in Tyrannosaurus Rex, 480S for slim. Ready? Ooh. Magic, dude. It's dead. I'll show you later. What? If you want to know what OS I'm running on it, we're rocking some awesome Fedora. What else? We have. So I wanted to try out the Wayland compositor. Let's turn this light down or off. We can leave it on, I guess. So I was gonna try out the Wayland compositor window manager called Hyperland. So I got that downloaded and installed, all up, configured and running, and it's pretty sweet. Let's do. All right, let's do a little. Oh, I'm not even. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness, you just look at me this whole time. Hyperland. Cool. Check out these nerds. It's like YouTube Inception. I'm on YouTube while watching YouTube. All right. What do we? And Fedora quick setup. There we go. Because who's got time to rice all this? Yeah. Jakul. Yay, Jakul. Anyways, here. Should we see this? Here. And quit that. And we'll paste that in here. Crap. All right, when you're pasting in the terminal, it's Control Shift V. Anyways, and let's do there. It's huge. Ready? Can you see that at the bottom? There's the link. This is the Jakulit, a Fedora Hyperland script I set up. So basically, read this prerequisites, and then he's got a one-line. Yeah, right here. Boom. Auto clone and install. You can literally copy this line right here, paste it into your Fedora terminal after you read the prerequisites, and then boom, you're off to the races. Ask you a couple questions on some things you want, and boom, you're ready to go. So if you want to be a super cool hacker man like me, that's what I am, the coolest hacker man. Super cool, like me. You too can be a script kiddie and grab that and dump it in your terminal and press enter. But yeah, he had a video in here. Let's show it. Yeah, there we go. Let's full screen that. Why is it so crunchy? Hold on. Can I just watch this in YouTube? There we go. YouTube link. This is what I wanted from the beginning.
Hello.
Oh my
and
goodness.
welcome back to my channel.
He's talking to us.
On Instagram, script for media DP, of course, many more. In arts.
I just want to see. Show me the shiny.
Questions. You highly suggest.
Yeah. So right now he's going through the installer here.
This is special.
Ask you a couple questions. Let's get to the
when
fun
you are in
part.
Cool Hyperland installation part, you will be again asked various questions. This is
Come on.
You will be greeted with this nice providing this beautiful SDDM theme. To log into Hyperland, simply click or press enter, and on the lower the keyboard. So if you have a
Come on, I wanted to see the
fix, feel free to submit an MR to my GitHub.
I want to see the demo of it. We don't have it. All right, let's go. Cool Hyperland demo. I don't know. They're all super long. Let's just watch this crackhead's video of it. So it's kind of like this. It's fast at opening window timeline managers. And yeah, that's your menu and stuff like that. The cool thing about the Hyperland thing is it has a bunch of there we go. It's got a bunch of themes built into it. Like, so if you don't like the certain look of most things, you can change them all. Like the top bar, polybar, or whatever. It's not called polybar in Hyperland, but you can swap them up in different stuff. So if you want to look into that, that's what I've been up to for the past little bit, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, just go to this link here on the bottom. Right. Cool Fedora Hyperland. And I think he has an Arch version, and let's cut that down a little bit. No, oh my goodness. He has a Fedora version, an Arch version, and I think a Debian. So, you know, pick your poison, choose your flavor, whatever. Variety is the spice of life. Programming and guessing game. I don't even know where we are on this. So we're going to print line, guess a number. String, standard out, read the line. Okay, right here, standard input. So we're requesting input here we're setting it to the variable guess, right? Yeah. Yes. The mutable and mutable variable guess. Oh, because we're calling it assigning this variable. So let this variable mut. No, this is the variable guess and is mutable. The type it is a string. So letters and numbers and blah 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 blah. You know, whatever else. Yeah. All right, you guessed that. Save new project, creating the guess. There we are, right here. By default, Rust set items define standard library. The scope of this. Can we zoom that up a little bit? Looks a little bit better, huh? Maybe you guys can read it. I don't know. One more for good. For good look. Okay. Main function is entry point into the program. These parentheses indicate there are no parameters in the main function, sure, and the curly bracket starts the body of the function, right? So it's just breaking this down here. So print line, we're going to print this to the screen. Input your guess. Yep, so we're going to say guess the number, and then please input your guess. So we're like prompting the user, say, hey, put in a guess, right? We're guessing game, guess a number. Ah, storing values with variables. All right, create a variable called guess. So we're going to let the mutable variable, mutable means unchanging, okay? So we'll set the guess to a number and it's not going to change, basically. We used let statements to create the variable. Here's another example, let apple equals 5. This line creates a new variable named apples and binds it to the value 5. Yes. In Rust, variables are immutable by default, meaning that once we give the variable a value, here we go, the value won't change, right? We'll be discussing this concept in detail in the variables immutability section, chapter 3, next chapter. You hear that? Are you listening? Are you following along? Open up your terminal right now and get this going, right? Yeah. Kids think I'm doing this for free. This isn't entertainment. This is class. Sit down. You in the back. I'll see you after class. Detention. Yeah. Don't even start with me. Apples and bananas, right? Mutable. So unchanging. Wait, immutable. Okay, and mutable changes. Sorry, I had that backwards. I am sometimes an idiot. Just kidding. Mute and guess. We'll introduce a mutable variable named guess, right? Equal sign tells we want to bind it to something, so we're going to bind it to a string, a new string. So the type, it's going to be encoded by UTF-8. So like we're calling RAM, we're assigning an 8-bit string in RAM, and we're going to put it there. So the ones and zeros are going to go there, and it's going to be our guess, right? The double semicolon syntax in the new line indicates that the new is an associated function of the string type. Wow. Wubba-lubba-dub-dub. An associated function is a function that's implemented on a type, in this case string. The new function creates a new empty string. You'll find a new function on many types because it's a common name for a function, blah blah blah. Let mute guess equals string new line has created a mutable variable. Yeah. Receiving user input. So we're prompting for standard input, right? So IO is input output, standard input. We're going to read the line. So we're reading the line that is given to us and assigning it to the guess variable. All right, that's basically what that says. Handling potential failure with the result. Okay, so we're expecting. We're still working on this. We could have written this all out as a big giant line, but whatever. So instead of having super long lines, it's easier to read just like staggered text like this, you know? Instead of writing this all out in one huge line, and it goes off the file, and then someone has to, you know, grab the scrolly bar here and zoom it over to the right. Right? It's kind of annoying to grab this bar and scroll over. So I think the standard, I don't know, general consensus rule is like you have 80 characters, and then the text will wrap, you know, after that. So we'll get to 80 characters, come back to the start of the within these config files. So yep. Whatever, easily readable. Okay, if you don't call expect, the program will compile, but you'll get a warning. So result might be used. Rest warns that you haven't used the result value returned from readline. Okay. So it's basically just if you don't use that, it would say, hey, if there's an error, we're not handling it. So we got to handle it. All right. Just get a handle on it. Trying to take values with print line, a placeholder. Aside from closing curly bracket, there's only one more line to discuss in the code. You've guessed. Boom, guess. All right. So we're going to print out, well, to the screen, this text, literally, you guessed. And then these curly brackets are placeholders for our variable guess. See how that works? So, running it in cargo run. Yeah. So let's run it, I guess, because we're not. Do we have to back up? Okay. Can you see that? Should we switch sides? No. It's 3. You guessed 3. Okay. Yeah. Let's clear that or cargo run it again. Okay. All right. We're saying guess the number. So please input your guess. So now it's waiting for standard input. I'm going to assign a number. And boom, you guessed a number. Pretty cool, huh? But we're not doing anything with it. So now we need to generate a random number. So we're going to use the rand crate, which is like a library, right? Right. So we can request random numbers. We're going to assign a random number to our guessing game winner variable, whatever we call it. And so we'll have a random number generated every time you run the program, and we want to guess that randomly generated number. And then later on in the code, we do a if then else statement, blah blah blah, for, let's say the random number is 1, okay, and we guess 10. It'll say, hey, in the error section, it'll be like, hey, that guess is too high. And it'll let you re-guess. It'll say, hey, guess again. And then we reassign the variable to that, and blah, blah, blah goes on until you can guess the thing right. And if it is right, then I'll say, hey, boom, you win. You win the game. So back in the olden days, you used to play you used to pay quarters to play these sweet games that nerds made up in their basement. So using a crate to get more functionality. Cargo's coordination of external crates is where cargo really shines before we can read. Code that uses rand, we need to modify the cargo toml file to include the rand crate as a dependency. Open the file now and add the following line to the bottom. All right. We are going to cargo toml and GG. Oh, capital G. Whoa, what was that? Capital G. And Shift A to append. Enter. We're just gonna dump this right here. Shift Control V, or in insert mode after append. Semicolon W exclamation point. We could just use just W, but I like to use W exclamation point if you're in a file that has higher permissions and needs sudo access. It'll say, are you sure you want to do that or whatever? So you have to use the exclamation point. And if we want to quit, we can write and quit WQ exclamation point at the same time. Yeah. I should have did, well, I guess we do have a git repository from cargo. Thanks, cargo. I don't even have to think about that. It's nice. All right. Did we change any of the code? All right. Yeah, so this just explains if you had multiple variables and you wanted to call multiple of them in a function, that's how you do it. Then we can do cargo build. So it's just going to download the random crate so we can use it in our program. Cargo build. Why are we building? Oh, we already built. So I'm guessing if it says cargo build again, it will just do nothing. Yeah. Okay. Delete. Update to get a new version. Why did you make me do this? Then let's just go toml. Okay, if you want to replace a single character, go over to it, press R for replace, and then boom, doing a 9. Replace a 0. Right quit, and cargo build again, because we updated to random 9 right here for some reason. We'll to learn that. All right, now let's use rand. We got a cd into the source, vim main. There we go. All right. We're going to insert here. Come on. There we go. Let secret number. So we're declaring a variable. Rand. Calling that rand cargo container. Thread range. Yep. We're going to generate a range of 1. This is some syntax to skip all these letters to 100. So as our guessing range. Funny. So I can't just. Oh, I can. whatever. I wanted that there. Okay. So if you're not in insert mode and you hit semicolon, it automatically does the command thing. So you could do like S what E. I don't know. Anyway. All right. So we inserted this not line here. Okay, so we're gonna test it. So here's a secret. We're gonna yank this. So get to the line. YY is yank, and let's go up and press P to put the line there. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna append space here. Now, delete 1, 2, 3, 4 words. So delete 4 and then W for words. Wow, amazing. There's still a period in there, so I should have said 5, but that's all right. The secret number is, now we're calling the variable secret number. Boom. Isn't that nice? Let's write to save our work. So we don't want to lose this. Okay, okay, now they moved this, so all right. I just updated the syntax because there was the guess afterwards, but we put the guess inside the curly brackets. Variable. The variable. All right. So here, we're making a new variable, secret number. We're calling the random crate, and we're creating a range from 1 to 100. So we're just saying, hey, pick a random number from 1 to 100 and assign it to this secret number. Okay. So in our test, we're going to print out the secret number so we know what it is. And we're just going to see if it works, right? So right quit. Let's clear cargo run. Oops, cd. So I had to back up to be in the base of the project folder, right? What is going on? Could not compile. Thread range. Gen range. No mentioned name. Are we missing? Yep. So, good mistake. Good learning thing. We're gonna cd to source. We're gonna vim to main. All right. At the very top, when you're using a cargo crate, you have to just tell it that you're using it. So let's yank that, put that there. We're gonna go to here and delete the word and do rand. So it knows that we're using rand. And what are we using in rand? We're using RNG for range. So we're using the rand crate and range. Okay, cd dot dot cargo run. Depreciated method. Whatever. The secret number is 65. Wow. 3 letters off from the best one. Input my guess. Let's just say 65, but nothing's going to change because we don't have any other checks in it. Anyways, so let's run it again to see if we get a different number. 52. All right, let's run it again. 68. Wow. Run it again. 84. Okay, so we are getting different ranges of stuff. So clear. All right, is this fun? Is everyone having fun? Should probably have a drink, right? Gotta keep up with you young kids and just staying hydrated all the time. Delicious. Generating a random number. Okay, this is all the same, right? Yeah, we're gonna go down. Comparing the guess to the secret number. Are we doing... This code won't compile just yet, as we will explain. Source main, so we're gonna vim. Can I just... Alright. Cargo, lock and tumble. Vim. Source main, so we can access it from here. So, we're gonna yank this, put it here. Another standard library, but instead of using IO, we are using CMP, which I'm guessing is compare. And then we're gonna do ordering. Write that. Okay. So we have a little comment here that says snip, which I'm guessing means we're just appending to the end of this here. Let's go up, append. Oh, you guessed guess, so yeah. So we're gonna say match guess dot CMP. So we're comparing our guess variable to the, where's the stupid and sign? Shift 7, if anyone was wondering. Secret number. There we go. Oops. Ah, how do I append curly braces, enter, ordering less. So if it is less, right? So if the compare of these things is less, if the guess is less than the secret number, see, this is what I'm talking about earlier. We're saying print a line. Too small. All right, and just a comma here, I guess. So, little secret, after we typed out that line, we're gonna yank it and put. There we go. Easy peasy. Y yank, P put. Put what you yanked, all right? So, delete word, greater, Greater, cool, I can spell. Too big, and the two words, you win. Oops. Equal. So here, we are calling this function match. We're matching to see if the guess is compared to our secret number. So our guess is what number we put in. The secret number is the randomly generated number. Okay. If the guess is less than our secret number, we're saying, hey, that number is too small. Make it bigger. If our guess is bigger than our secret number, we're saying, hey, that's too big. We're just going to print out to the screen these things. If these are true, then we're printing these out to the screen. If they're equal, then we'll say you win. Cool. No commas in here. I have this line. So let's write it. Write it and quit. Cargo run. Expected string and found an integer. Whoa. All right, we have to build. There's a lot of scary numbers over there and lights. Just kidding. So it says mismatch typed, expected string. Yeah. Okay. So basically, Rust has a strong static type system. However, it also has type inference, so it can infer what the type is. When we wrote let mute guess string equals new, Rust was able to infer that guess should be a string and didn't make us write the type. Okay. The secret number, on the other hand, is a number type. So few of Rust number types can't have a value between 1 and 100. So an I32 integer, a U32 unsigned 32-bit number. I64 is a 64-bit number, as well as others unless otherwise specified. Rust defaults to an I integer. Is that what it is? I32? Oh, which is the type of secret number. Unless you add type of information elsewhere. That would cause Rust to infer a different numerical type. Reason for the error is that Rust cannot compare a string and a number. Makes sense, because our guess is a string, and the secret number is a number. So we're going to convert string the program reads into input, so a number, so we can compare it numerically to the secret number. We do so by adding the line to the main function body. All right. So, man, why are you yawning? Are you tired or something? We're gonna go here. Standard out in. Hold on. So we're going to our guess right here, out standard in, and we are going to insert right here. So let the guess, right, be an unsigned 32-bit integer equals to our guess value that we set earlier. Well, guess dot trim. We're gonna parse and stop. Expect. Please type a number. Oh my goodness. There you go. Print line, you guessed guess. All right. Yep. Okay. So let our guess variable, yeah, be an unsigned 32. Also set it equal to a trim. We're trimming the guess, we're parsing the guess, and expect the guess to say, please type a number. Okay. We create the variable name guess. Shadowing lets us reuse the guess variable name rather than forcing us to create two unique variables, such as the guess string and guess. For example, we'll cover this more in detail, chapter 3. So we're just, yeah, creating a shadow variable. Get shadow banned, dude. All right. Carriage return new line. Oh, okay. So it's just, yeah. You should read this because there's a lot of good details in here. So you have like escape values and stuff like that. So backslash n is new line. So like if I was writing in a program, and I wanted to have an extra line at the end, I would create the \n in the program, and then in your HTML or Markdown or whatever, it would like generate a new line. So it's saying here, if you press enter, it results in a new line. Okay. So when you press like, hey, the value of guess we're giving will be like numbers and then enter, it's creating that numbers with a /n, and because that's what enter key inputs into it. So we're calling parse method, convert the string to another type. So we're parsing it. Convert from a string to a number. We need to tell the Rust the exact number type we want. Using U32. So on this unassigned 32-bit integer. The other one is I, so it's in, I don't know, we'll see. Just look up Rust integer types. Weird, I gotta stop yawning. I know, it's because we don't have techno playing. It's okay. I'll save you your pretty little ears on this one, because you probably have your music playing in the background, right? You should. All right. Parse method will only work on characters that can logically be converted into numbers, so we can easily cause errors. For example, string contained a thumbs up emoji, there'd be no way to convert that to a number. Yeah, cool. Whatever. Let's run it now. Thank you. Let's clear this. Cargo. Cool. Input your guess. So let's guess low. So 2 is lower than 78. You guess 2. Too small. Oh, and it exited. All right. So we have to create a loop next. So let's run it again. So our number is 45. So if we type in 55, it should say your guess was higher or too big, right? So here we guessed 2, which is lower than 78, too small. Here we guessed 55, under 45. That was too big. And we do cargo run again. Secret number is 1. Wow, these random numbers are very crazy. So let's just say 1. Boom. You win. We won the game. Man, I paid 3/4 just to have that displayed in my face. Okay. All right. Allowing multiple guesses with looping. Yep. So we're gonna vim cargo. Cargo. Source main. There we go. The secret number is loop. Brackets. There we go. Print line. Oops. Print line. There we go. Okay. Wait. I just need to yank this and go. Put this here. Delete that. And now write it. Do we have syntaxing? Let's see if it'll work without the indentation and all that stuff, huh? So let's see if it runs. 82, 81, or whatever, 23. Please input your guess. So 89. Too big. 82. And you win. So it doesn't close out because we didn't have a thing. It's like if you win, close the program, close the loop. But we are in a loop and we're looping. All right, all right. Input your guess. Let's Control C to stop that program if you're stuck in a loop. Just saying. Clear. Boom. All right. So if you do like a ping, whoa, bonk, 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 right? So if you ping in Linux, it'll just go forever. If you need to stop it, Control C. Boom. Magic, dude. Quitting after a correct guess. Yeah, so we're gonna fix that. Source main. So match. Okay, so it equals to insert curlies here. You win. That's that one. And we're gonna break. So we're gonna break this loop. Where am I? I wanna be there. Undo. I'm about to break. Everything you say to me. Alright. There, that's close enough. It's not lined up, and your ADHD, whatever it's called, is driving you crazy. Alright. Cargo run. 22 is too low. 29. You win, and it exited. Sweet. Handling invalid input. Ooh. So we're going into like error handling here. Source main. Let's wrap up this chapter, huh? Let guess equals 32. Hold on. 32. Append. So after parse. Parse. And then. Okay. Is that a capital or not? I can't see. Num 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 num. So it's okay if number is num, but if it's then we don't know. Underscore. Continue? Question mark. Give me the equal sign, stupid keyboard. Why can't you read my mind? Thank you. Continue. Comma. Down. Down. Where are we? There we go. You guess. Right quit. Alright. So, cargo run to test this. What? Oh, expected one of these. So we're gonna go back in. Alright, I think I didn't fix the line. Let guess U32 equals match. Right here, we're gonna insert match. Guess trim parse. Yep. Yep-a-rooney. Cargo run. Ooh. Let's say our guess is gonna be apples. Okay. Cats, dogs, planes. 9, 11. All right. 12. There we go. It worked. Secret number is 14. 14. We win. Man, this is a great game. 10 out of 10 on the graphics on that one. We switch from an expert call to a match expression to move from crashing on, error handling. Yeah. Cool. Let's try it. We already did. All right. One tiny final tweak. Come on. We will finish the guessing game. Recall that the program is still printing the secret number. That worked well for testing, but it ruins the game. Let's delete the print line that outputs secret number. All right. Function main, print line, guess the number. The secret is range. Loop. So right here, we're gonna delete that line, delete another line, and go up and also delete that line. We need to right quit it. Still not clean. Cargo run. All right, guess the number. What are we gonna guess? Too small. All right, gotta go up. 80. Too small. 86. Oh, bro. 90. 99. All right. All right, we're close. 96. 94. 93. Oh, stupid. 92. I win. Now it's kind of entertaining because we don't know the number. Cool. There you go. You have a guessing game. So come here, come to this page, copy paste it into your Vim script, whatever you call it, and then open up the command prompt in your class, in your school, at work with all your friends, and run this program and say, here you go, play my game. And they'll be so amazed. They're like, wow, dude, can you publish my app? I have this idea for an app. Like, it's so great. Like, it takes pictures of people's faces and then puts filters over them. And we'll call it Faceback. All right. Cool. That was the end of chapter 2. What is this? Yeah, it's got to be chapter 3 or something. Yep, we're starting 3. So we're going to go variables, mutability, data types, functions, comments, and control flow. All right, so we're going to go deeper into that. Well, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all I have for you tonight. Go on, get out of here. Don't you have anything better to do with your life? It's Wednesday night at like, I don't know, nighttime. What are you doing? Learning Rust, that's what you're doing. So you can become the next Bill Gates. Just kidding. Bill Gates doesn't program Rust. He just steals stuff and then publishes his own. All right. It's enough banter for today. Let's see. Need like a video outro here. Be like, all right, guys, that's PCmoses here. Thanks for joining my class. I worked really, really hard to get here, and I hope you learned something from this today. Too bad my little laptop is dead, but I'm gonna charge it up and whatever. Check out Wayland. Wayland. Wayland is the X server replacement, but let's check out Hyperland for the Wubba Lubba Ding Dong, whatever you call it. Window Manager, all right? Maybe I'll throw it on this machine when I get more comfortable with it. But yeah, Here, want to do some hacker stuff? Oh, whoopsie. Wow, look at all those threads. All right. Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed the show. Um, thanks for coming out. This is PCmoses signing off. Call your mom. Tell her you love her and that it's gonna be Mother's Day. Not this upcoming weekend, but next weekend. And I'll tell you what, flowers are kind of more expensive on Mother's Day weekend, but flowers are a nice gift for people to have. So buy her some flowers, send them to her, show up at her house, just give them to her, give her a hug, be like, "Hey, mom, thanks for popping me out of you like all those years ago and take care of me." Because it's not easy work. Trust me, I don't know. But yeah, so I hope you guys learned a lot. I will see you in the next video. Oh yeah, PCmoses here signing out. Follow me to be set free. How do I